Good evening, race fans. Good evening, world. It's Marky B here, aka the Scruffy Toff, welcoming you along to Gen X Racing once again. And tonight, we have our Group 3 100-mile challenge, season 15, round 7. So it's a mandatory car change for everyone this week. We are at the Nurburgring GP Circuit for 32 laps, which takes us to a distance of 102.4 miles. The weather setting is RO3, so light rain. So there is no tyre strategy at all. You can use what you like when you like. But will obviously be dictated by how much it rains, when will you stay out on slicks, when you go to inters, and when do you go back to slicks again. It would be very interesting to see who guesses right. So, talking of who guesses right, racing for you this evening, we have Devlin in the Genesis X, we have Darley Boy in the Aston V12 Vantage, we have Scarlett in the Supra Racing Concept, we have, hello Sammy, we have, Scarlett in the Supra, sorry, I just said that, Genesis, Sherlock in the Genesis X as well, two of those out tonight, lovely. Renchi in the Honda NSX, we have Nikki in the BMW M6, we have Viva España in the Ferrari 458, we have Slowest Engine in the Skyline Super Silhouette, which I don't think we've ever seen before, so it'll be interesting to see how that gets on. A monstrous looking car that is. We have Kobayashi Maru in the Mercedes AMG, we have Viney in his beloved Beetle, we have Judicial in the V12 Vantage, we have King Racer in the Nissan GTR, Whippy Sausage in the AMG, and Sally also in the BMW M6. So, without further ado, let's get out to track. So it has rained and it is in Inter's territory. Renchi going through the Mercedes complex. So let's just have a quick flick through. Okay, just have the tracks drying out. Has anyone got their weather radar that we can see? Yes! Judicial! Don't touch anything! Okay. Brilliant. Okay, so there has been some light rain go through. The track will now be drying out, and so the times will be getting quicker. So we will pop back and see Judicial's weather radar. The track will be drying out. Will anyone pop in for softs? Probably a little bit wet, but it's getting to that dryness on the track that slicks will probably work. Okay, but Viva España, it takes provisional pole. Just the 1.7 seconds quicker than anybody else so far. Slowest engine right up there in the, well, it looks like a NASCAR, doesn't it? Or a snowplow or something. Wonderful. So let's just look at Viva España's time, 2:07.3. Expect that to come down. Nicky in the Beamer. So Darley Boy's just gone quickest. He's nearly 4 seconds ahead. Oh, he's on the softs. Now let's get back down to Judicial. No more rain incoming at the present. So who's just coming round? No. Okay, Viva España just. Okay, the guys on Inters are starting to slide around. Yeah, there's Judicial now night. Okay, there's another little band of rain coming in. As you can see, if you look down to the bottom right hand side of the screen, There is, we can see Judicial's weather radar, and you see that little patch of grey in the top right hand corner. I think it's grey, could be anything knowing me, but anyway, that'll be moving across the track, and when it hits dead centre it will be on the track. So whoever hasn't done a lap on softs needs to get one in quick, because we don't know how big the patch of rain is going to be. But it's always dangerous coming out of the pit. In the pit lane will still be a lot wetter than the rest of the track, because not many people have used it. So interesting to see Judicial all the way up to 4th. So we go and have Darlow Boy just 1.2 seconds ahead of Nicky now. He's got Scarlett right up his chuff. Coming into the final turn. And good evening to our 6 watching. Thank you so much for joining us. Nicky goes fast. This is 1:59.5. 2 seconds faster. Viney goes 4 tenths quicker than that. The 1:59.1. So the time should come a tumbling. Let's see who's Devlin. Hey, Devlin is a long way up at his fastest lap. Lovely stuff. It is a monster livery. Genesis X. Where's that rain? Oh, it's coming in. It's got a few heavier spots in it as well. Beautiful stuff. So don't forget to say hello in chat. Just me this evening, I'm afraid. Splatter. Yeah, sorry, Splatter fans. He's away with work again, I think. Hey, Log. Hello, sir. Whippy Sausage. Good evening. And can we just say a big happy birthday to Splatter for earlier in the week. Hope you had a good one, bro. And the rain is coming. So Viney is still on provisional pole. And we'll be secretly wishing. Okay, let's see what Nicky's doing. Doesn't look like 6, 7, 8. Okay, yes, he does go faster. Okay, the Darlow Boy jumps up into second. So with the 158s now. Good evening, James. Hello, sir. But yeah, quality's going to be mayhem. To be honest, the track is going to dry out and then it's going to get wet again. I suspect when it starts raining, that's going to be quali over, frankly. Where is Devlin? Just have a look. Oh, sorry, Judicial. Okay, is it going to miss? Sorry. Judicial is miles up. Is keep on sounding like it's raining, but it is in fact not. 9 watching. Hello all. And don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. 178, I think we were maybe 179. So we have a doubting Thomas in our midst. Much better lap from Judicial. Well done. It does look like the rain is going to miss. Okay, interesting. So the track will be getting drier and drier. I expect to see them down. Maybe someone will get a 156 in potentially if it gets completely dry. See if Nicky is going to extend his lead. Darley Boy will not improve as he has picked up a penalty. Okay, 1:58.4. He doesn't. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay. Is Viney getting any quicker? Yes, goes pole by 0.18. Wonderful stuff, Viney. See where Scala is. Okay, just coming through the Mercedes complex. Are we going to have a surprise pole sitter this evening? Softs are running down, but should still be in reasonable nick. Charlie Boy's picked up another penalty by the look of it. Bad luck. Sherlock in the Genesis 6. Let's have a look at him. Okay, so 0.2 up on his best lap. Or was that purple? Can't tell, sorry. Thank you so much to everyone for joining. Let's hope it's an exciting race tonight. The sort of RO3, RO4 weather settings where it's sort of wet, dry, always seem to bring out some really interesting finishes. Potentially a bit of carnage as well, particularly to turn one. That might be purple. So Sherlock might be on his fastest lap, the fastest lap of the race right here, thus far. Track is drying out. The windscreen wipers are on occasionally. Let's have a look. Just coming down to the final turn, the Coca-Cola curve, I think it is. It looks like. Whoa! Yes. Oh, second. Okay, Viney's still a provisional pole. Nicky is nearly 0.3 up on his best lap. Now 0.2 down. Bad luck, Nicky. His Darley Boy managed to eke out any improvements on his final lap of quali after a heroic win on Monday, holding off two cars on the softs when he was on the hards. Nope. So the King Racer in 10th, we have Kobayashi Maru. Just coming up to the final turn and put on new boots, so that was a good move. Just the 1 second quicker and up to 8th, well done. And Sammy is done, and looks like it's just started raining again. Yeah, look at that. Judicial with the weather radar. Don't touch anything, Judicial. That would be very useful. You will get a lot of airtime tonight, my friend. And it's most definitely raining now, so who we got still going? No, Viney, no. So no one's going to be doing their best lap now. So that is quali over and done with. Nicky's car really wearing the fronts down quite drastically. Nicky definitely looked like he was having the worst tyre wear. So we have the fuel setting is ×4, And the tyre setting is ×3. I think that's right. I've got it the right way around. Right. So, Gen X Racing Group 3 100 Mile Challenge, Season 15, Round 7. And oh, pole, it's Viney. Beautiful stuff in the Porsche 911, a 157.9. Second, it's Sherlock in the Genesis X, a 158.0. In third, Nikki in the BMW M6, a 158.2. In fourth, Darlow Boy in the Aston, a 158.7. In fifth, it's Scarlett in the Toyota Supra, a 158.8. In sixth, Whippy Sausage in the Mercedes AMG, a 159.1. In seventh, it's Redchi and the Honda NSX, a 159.7. In eighth, Kobayashi Maru in the Mercedes AMG, 159.8. Ninth, our weather radar man, it's Judicial in the V12 Vantage, a 2:0.2. In 10th, it's Sammy in the BMW M6, a 2:0.3. In 11th, King Racer in the Nissan GTR, a 2:0.4. In 12th, Devlin in the Genesis X, a 2:1.9. In 13th, Slowest Engine in the never before seen the Skyline Super Silhouette, a 2:2.2. In 14th, Viva España in the Ferrari 458 at a 2:02.9. Now, Justin, if you're listening, can you just hold on a sec, because I need to go and get a drink, because I haven't got one. 2 secs, give you a shout when I'm back. Right. I'm getting a apple and blackcurrant cordial, Kobayashi Maru. Thank you very much. It is a school night after all. But I am back, so pray continue. Now, there may well be some charging through the ranks here, depending on what the weather is like to start with, because we know the Porsche bogs down, we know the Genesis bogs down, the M6 is quick, off the start, I mean. All the windscreen wipers are on. The track doesn't look that wet as yet. Here come the lights. Traction control deployed. Viney's on the mediums, gets away quite well. Nicky's actually had a flyer, as I kind of predicted. So we've got Sherlock on inters. Nicky on softs goes right over the corner. There's absolute mayhem there. I'm going to have a bit of a look back at that. Darlow Boy. Ooh. Yeah, oh no, Viney's gone round. Absolutely tragic there. Bad luck. So we got Nicky, who is away. Where's Judicial? Just want to get a view of what. Sorry to be jumping around. I just want to get a view to what the weather's doing. Hey, listen. It's up to 4th. Good grief. Okay, so we're right in the midst of. There's going to be some heavier stuff by the look of it. And then the light stuff, that doesn't look too bad so far. Judicial is away on the inters. A bit of paint removed from the front of his car there. We have Sammy all the way up into 5th in the Beamer. Shilak has dropped down to 6th. Redchi is 7th on the Inters. Devlin is 8th on the Inters. Viney is 9th on the mediums. All the way down from pole after going a little bit squirrely and then getting tagged a little bit, I think, going through turn 1. We have Viva Espana on the Inters. Gr3 on the Inters. Scarlett on the Inters. Darley Boy on the Inters. And Slowest Engine on the Inters. So Nicky's doing a cracking job thus far. Will he come a cropper as the track gets wetter? Maximum squirrely there. Okay, Kobayashi Maru all the way up into 2nd. Also on the softs, running a little bit wide. This is desperately seeking grip. So interestingly, 2 of our controller players are 1st and 2nd right now. As we know, oh, Nicky goes a bit wide there. Will the tyres dirty now? 5 seconds ahead. And Kobayashi Maru's 2nd. We got Whippy Sausage in 3rd on the Inters, so should be able to catch Justin, I would have thought, who will now be struggling for grip. The 2 Mercedes at their home track, and through goes Whippy Sausage. Judicial just coming, is still in 4th. We're just coming to the end of this period, the first period of rain, should I say. And Judicial throws it past Justin on the outside there. Very difficult to drive these cars in slicks when it's wet. When the little dampometer, if you see just to the right of where the time is ticking down, when it's 3:48, 3:49, those three bars essentially, if you're over the first one and below the second one, that's sort of Inters territory. If you're below the first one, that's slicks. And if you're above the second one, that's full wet. But I don't think we're going to see that tonight. So, okay, Judicial will be praying for more rain. Kobayashi Maru will be praying for the sun to come out. So we've got Sherlock in 5th. You know, right old ding dong with that Sammy, yeah. Okay. All bearing down on Justin like a pack of wolves at the moment. But with the track will now be drying out. Look at this, there's cars everywhere. Absolute mayhem. Wonderful stuff. Sammy in 6th, Redchi in 7th, Scarlett in 8th, Devlin in 9th. What's Devlin is on Inters, Scarlett is on Inters. Okay, so it should be on as even there. Devlin in 9th, Darley Boy down to 10th after not a great start, and there was some few taps and a bit of a car park on turn 1. So we have Viva Espana up into 11th. Viney got pushed all the way to the back and will now be desperately trying to make hay while the sun shines, really, and dries the track out. Wonderful stuff, Viney, back in his beloved Porsche. King Racer in 13th on the Inters, which will now be wearing like absolute crazy. Slowest Engine in the Skyline Silhouette. Wonderful stuff. Okay, so Nicky now only 1.9 ahead of Judicial. but with the track drying out, must be feeling pretty good about life right now. You just have to remember to keep it on the dry line, or you have to try and keep it on the dry line. Yeah, see, Nicky's gone wide there. You can just see the dry line, the darker line on the track, which is the dry line, which all the people who are on slicks, if you've got about 3 or 4, will be desperate to stick to that line. Okay, so Justin's tyres coming back into the line. Thank you, Fast Ginger, and welcome, sir. I hope you are well. Thank you so much for the like. If you're listening and a good egg like Fast Ginger, do give us a like, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It does mean the world to us. Okay, but Ashimaru is pulling away. Judicial. Oh, here comes another bank of rain. Just you can see at the top right hand corner again of Judicial's weather radar. How long will it take to get here? That is the question. So Sherlock all the way up to 4th, whose inters are looking pretty worn after 4 laps. And that's because they have tread on and they will be burning up like crazy. So Whippy Sausage in 5th. Okay, so we've got a whole string of cars now. Scarlett's just picked up a penalty. Coming up to the chicane. So let's have a look at Viney through the chicane. Oh, train of cars there. Oh, he's just nudged Devlin in his whole pack. Viva Espana takes full advantage of that. Well done, Viney. That was beautifully done, sir. But he is now on the slicks and we're wanting to get past the guys on inters as soon as humanly possible. Genesis X is quick. Yeah, so you see the extra grip Viney had there, allowed him to brake later. Now catching up with Sammy. Scarlet's picked up a half, so yeah, picked up another one by the look of it. Or is that the same one? Look at the driver there, corner that Viney got there. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, great Fast Ginger, wasn't he? Bearing down now on the back of Scarlet. He seems to be really struggling on those tyres. Let's get up with our weatherman. Okay, the rain is still approaching. Are the inters going to be any good at all when they're that worn? The old switcheroo, quite so. Okay, Marie now up into 2nd with a healthy lead over Judicial. Let's see how Nicky's tyres are getting on. They were wearing like hell in practice. Okay, not doing too bad. But so, you know, he's been running on a very damp track, which is now drying out, so it's probably not illustrative of how his tyres should be. Okay, so we got Nicky 6 ahead of Kobayashi Maru in 2nd, with Sherlock in 3rd. Really worn mediums on the front. He's got past Judicial. He's hanging on and praying for rain, which, thanks to seeing his weather radar, we know is coming. Viney's just fighting his way back up to 5th. Started on pole. It was a hell of a mess at the first turn, and he went all the way back to virtually stone cold last. Has fought his way through the track magnificently. Or the pack, sorry. We have Whippy Sausage in 6th with absolutely destroyed inters. Viva Espana now up into 7th. He's 2.6 ahead of King Racer. Sammy's... What's Sammy going to go to? He's on his inters. Judicial, here comes the rain. There's a few heavy spots in there. Okay, is it gonna hit? Rippy sausage on destroyed inters, as I say. Judicials aren't looking too clever either. Is it just gonna drift past? Anyway, we'll soon find out. So Viva Spagna up into 7th in his Ferrari. He's 4 behind Whippy Sausage and nearly 4 ahead of King Racer in the Nissan GTR. Beautifully turned out as always. 8 back to slowest engine, whose inters look better than some. So good job there, mate. Then back to Dale Boy, who has stopped and put on new softs. I wonder if the guys are thinking you just need to try and manage it through the wetter phases, because your tyres aren't wearing half as much as the inters do when it's dry. Okay, Wrenchy in 11th in the NSX. Sammy, after stop, he's put mediums on. Okay. Scarlet in 13th with mediums on, and Devlin in 14th with softs on. Right, where's our weatherman? Here he is. Oh, it's gonna get wet, I think. Judicial's inters are gonna be absolutely no good at all. Whippy Sausage, his are pretty much as bad. Through this. See how Nicky is faring. Pretty well by the look of it. Fast. Oh, Dardo Boy's just put in the fastest lap of the race so far, 158.7. Well done. This is about a tenth and a bit quicker than Nicky had put in. Probably be like red rag to a bull, knowing Nicky. Okay, where should be real? Now 11 ahead of Viney, who's in 3rd. But the fronts of that BMW, the Mercedes now starting to wear. Viney now out on his mediums in 3rd. Not sure if this is one of Viney's favourite tracks, but it certainly may well be. See that there in 4th with absolutely no mediums left at all. So that's Judicial. Okay, so supposed to be light rain at the moment, but it doesn't seem to be having any impact on the dampness of the track at all. Which will have all the intermediate runners saying, well, thanks a bloody lot for that, as Judicial comes in. Now, is he going to go? He's got to go for slick, surely. Got to. We will find out. Viva Spagna comes in as well. Dale Boy will be jumping way up the order here. There's 3 or 4 cars in the pits. Okay, yeah, up to 4th, over at quarter lap distance at the end of this lap. What twists and turns lie ahead, I wonder. Lovely stuff. Slowest engine all the way up into 5th, and you're not a fan, Fast Ginger. I don't mind it. I quite. Excuse me, I quite like it. Oh, here comes a bit of rain. Wrenchy goes flying up to 5th. Sorry, just distracted by text there. I do apologise. So what's Scarlett out on now? Mediums, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean, Fast Ginger. The one they use for the 24-hour track's much better. You can go through it a lot faster. It's not as severe. I don't know why they use two different ones, to be honest, but right, hang on, let's have a look with the weatherman. Okay, so they've missed some heavy bits. Interesting. Whippy Sausage now on the mediums. King Racer now on the softs. And Viva España now on the mediums. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I'm not a fan of Barcelona at all, as our regular viewers will know. I don't care which format it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'd actually prefer the Barcelona track with the chicane in, but I seem to be in a minority. So Nicky now out on a fresh-ish pair of softs. On his outlap, 5.6 ahead of Dolly Boy. Who was Kobayashi Maru, who has just pitted and is now on medium tyres. And back to Viney. So the top 5 is spread out on the most of the cars are spread out. Let's try and get back. Yes, quite so, Fast Ginger. Quite so. It's a strong livery game by everyone virtually every week, it would appear. So good work, lads, as always. So yeah, here we go. Okay, let's get back to Sheila. Look at the battle ahead from his position. Ooh, bit of argy-bargy up front. I think the Supra appears to have been nerfed once again. The Genesis X went flying past it there. Seems to be closing. The second Genesis X seems to be closing in on the back of him. Slowest engine into the pits finally. So Shearlock swinging it really wide, cutting across the corner beautifully. Not quite enough this time, but certainly the right idea, Chris. Well done. So Shearlock being able to get on the gas quicker there, coming out of that sharp right-hander, and takes 8th place. Can Scarlett do anything about it? Doesn't look like it right now. Oh, crikey! Missed that, hang on. See if we can catch it. Yeah, so Shearlock following Devlin down into the hairpin. One of the hairpins. Brakes a lot later, goes flying up the inside. And takes the position. Oops, sorry. Just keep remembering hitting that button. How do you see putting away? So, lovely stuff. See the gap at the top is now 7. And Dali Boy is stretched out to 4 ahead of Kobayashi Maru. Let's try and see where our weatherman is, just to see if anything's coming. No, Sammy's just binned it, unfortunately. Bad luck, Sammy. Easy on the hammers coming out of the rough stuff. Okay, so all the rain, or all the patches of rain, looking like it's going slightly sort of down and to the left, so not sure if this next bit is going to hit us or not, but we will soon find out. And Sammy in 11th. His freshly prepared livery. And Viva Espana in the Ferrari, sounding and looking wonderful. That's a lovely livery from King Racer, although I think he nicks them off of Showcase. I don't think I've seen a matte black, is it, and gold, something like that. It looks fantastic. That slowest engine now out on softs. Listen to that thing. Nice to see something completely different on track for a change. So Devlin and Scarlet, battle of the Belgians this evening, still going at it hammer and tongs, which is allowing Sheerluck to get away. Okay, is Scarlet going to get the toe down to the NGK chicane? I think NGK makes spark plugs or something, don't they? Seem to recall. Yeah, Scarlet. Then took quite a wide line through there. There was nothing Scarlet could do about it, for sure. Can Scarlet do anything at all? Okay, he's getting closer to the slipstream. It's just that the straight's not long enough. Great stuff between these two. A fantastic battle of the Belgians as always. Let's just drop back to... sorry, Whippy Sausage, I didn't mean to time that just as you would stacked it. Bad luck. So Sammy goes through. Yeah, Whippy Sausage has dirty wet tyres now, which is never helpful, but the track seems to be completely bone dry. Which is an interesting point. So let's see how the softs are getting on the cars up front. So yeah, Nicky's wearing quite quickly. Darlow boys are all but gone. Listen to the big squeal as he's trying to put on extra lock to go around the corner there. Slick seem to be the tyres, to be fair. He's now 10 ahead of Kobayashi Maru, who now has Viney for company coming down into the... Yeah, nicely done, Viney. Although, Justin... Yeah, keeps the line, but doesn't... yeah, couldn't get the pull out of the corner on that tight line. So, great racing there, guys. Well done. So, just over third race distance. And Viney will be devastated for that problem he had on lap 1. After starting on a magnificent pole. Do sound good, these Mercs, don't they? Wonderful stuff. Okay, so he's dropped back to... Where's Renchi? Fighting his way through the field. Sheerluck, whose softs are suffering a little bit. Scarlet is doing nicely and has got past Devlin. So currently P1 in the Battle of the Belgians this evening. Didn't have too far to travel to get to the Nurburgring. Devlin's tyres are gone, so that Genesis X looks like it absolutely hammers the softs. So it'll be interesting to see how Sherlock copes. There's no weather on the weather radar at all, so we'll be on the softs for some time. And Whippy Sausage just serving a penalty. Oh no, will be serving a penalty. So let's see if this means, is it going to be enough for Sammy to get him into the chicane? BMW is quick. I think Whippy Sausage is going to be okay. Spaniard kind of on his lonesome. King Racer reeking through his softs, and now slowest engine. I don't know much about this car at all. I think I've got one. I can't say I've ever driven it. Okay, Nicky now 9 ahead. But his softs are going, but not as much as Dale boys are. Now, you've got to roll the dice at some point. Slick seems to be the tyre to go to, even when it's, you know, raining a little bit. It hasn't been that bad. And of course, they last a hell of a lot longer in the dry than the inters do. Will Dale boy be coming in? I suspect he may well be. Justin's just picked up a penalty. Bad luck, sunshine. Thank you so much for the 5 likes, people. We do appreciate it very much. Absolutely wonderful. So we'll leave Viney on his merry way. Kobayashi Maru served his penalty by the look of it, and coming down into the Coca-Cola curb. Wrenchy's in. Yeah, Sherlock's not doing too bad. Devlin's in off of his softs. Scarlet still doing nicely on his medium tyres. Whippy Sausage is going to jump a couple of places as he comes down the start-finish straight. As is Sammy. And Judicial. Still nothing on the radar. Come on, Raid. Always makes things interesting. Pleasure. Wrenchy is just leaving the pits on another set of mediums. I wonder if he's thinking he could go to the end. I don't know what the fuel situation's like, but we'll soon see if he's... No, seems to be revving it out. Okay. And Devlin now on fresh softs. Lowest engine, as we know, on the softs. Nicky having a rare old time. Having a nice little race to himself out front. Dale boy times are falling off. Probably a good time to stop. Yep, there he goes. So I suspect Viney will be... Oh, who spun? Dale boy, was it? Just trying to see on the track where someone spun, but I can't see anything. So Dale boy not yet at his pit garage. Sherlock goes hurtling through. It's an odd race to try and practice for, to be honest, because you don't, you know, with the dry races, obviously, you know, you can really work out quite a tight strategy, but on this one, you just got to react when it rains, and yeah, you have absolutely no idea. So the boys are doing a grand job. So Scarlet in 5th, 10 ahead of Whippy Sausage in 6th, 4 ahead of Sammy in 7th. He's 0.6 ahead of Darley Boy in 8th. Okay, so yeah, they are racing for position. You'd expect Darlow on the better compound to get through, but the Beamer's quick. Sammy is no slouch. That's been going on there. Okay, yeah. Viva Spaniard trying to throw it up the inside of Judicial. Can Judicial take it around the outside? That's beautifully done, lads. Well done. Let's see. See, revving the nuts out of that Aston. Sammy, it's a bit squirrely there. Well, a bit forward momentum. Dolly Boy manages the old cutback. Is Sammy going to try and hold on through the chicane? Probably unwise. He needs to stop for fuel by the look. Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, so Viva Espana and Judicial just having that little battle we saw recently. Got Devlin Nightmare. He's all the way back in 11th now. With a splendid livery on his Genesis X. So Scarlet has stopped. Here comes the rain on Devlin's. So that we should definitely get all of that. So come on, rain. Let's have a bit of heavy stuff. Right, lovely. Quite right, A-Log. Quite right. Yeah, King Racer in 13th and slowest engine. Looks like he's having a lovely time in his silhouette. Back up to the top of the pops. Okay, Nicky has not stopped yet. Well, for the second time anyway. His fronts are nearly gone. Viney is on the mediums. Are they both trying to stay out to see if it absolutely pisses down or not? I suspect they might be. Sheer luck now. We've got past Kobayashi Maru. Justin doesn't give up, so let's jump on board, see if him not too figuratively put a dent in the back of Sheer Luck's car. Okay, Sammy is in on 0% fuel, beautifully timed. As I say, Justin is not letting this one go. But Sherlock manages to get a little bit of a better exit, more drive out of the corner, and just slightly pulls away to give himself a bit of breathing space. Well done, lads. Now, having said that, Sherlock made a bit of a mistake. As ever, the commentator's curse is strong. Looks like he's pulling in. Whoa, that was close to the track limits there, Justin. Careful. Just manages to hold on to that, coming out of the gravel. Well done. Okay, Shearluck is in. Is that tyres or fuel? Or yeah, both probably. Yeah, probably about time. Right, hang on. Okay, it looks like the rain has passed. How very disappointing. So I thought Nicky might as well come in. Dropping back slightly with his... How he's actually managed to turn that thing at all is beyond me. Maybe he's using the handbrake as well. Get it around, get it around the corner. Who knows? He's dropping. So, times are dropping like a stone. Dolly Boy still has fastest lap of the evening. Kobayashi now in third with a 14-second lead over Darley Boy, but will need to pit again at some point. Darley Boy in fourth. I'm not convinced his softs will last until, well, for another, what's that, 14 laps, 13 and a half laps. There is more rain coming, but is it going to make much of a difference? Okay, Nicky is in, Viney goes through to first. Where he started the race, of course. And after a bit of an altercation on turn one, hey, look, Shearluck now trying not to see Justin. I think he's desperately focused on getting his Genesis X into the pits because that thing was gone. So Judicial in fifth with more rain on the way, but is it going to amount? Is it going to amount to a hill of beans? Viva España is in, no fuel. Shearluck will be popping back up to sixth. And another hello to our 8 watching. Beautiful stuff. Thank you for choosing to spend the evening with us, or at least an hour and a bit of it. Lovely. We really do appreciate it. And of course, if you're sitting next to a loved one or a family member and they have a YouTube account, just pick up their phone and subscribe them to the channel. They'll never know. They'll never know. A-log, the weather setting is R03. So it says light rain. It's a bit too light for my liking. I think it slicks all the way would have been the thing to do. I don't think you've really, in certain places the inters were faster, but not for long, and then they wore like absolute hell. So okay, Viney's in now. Says Kobayashi got fuel to go through into the lead. No, he has not. Nicky now out on softs. It's a long way to go. especially when you're waggling around like that. So you got Viney and Kobayashi Maru in the pits. You have Dale Boy now in second, sorry. That's how quickly your luck can change. Got Judicial with that splodge of rain on his weather radar, which is just about to hit, but I think unless they're very unlucky, slicks are going to be the tyres to stick with. Come on, Mother Nature, let's have a bit of carnage. Okay, so Viney is now out on softs. Okay, he's going soft as well. Maybe Nicky is going to get to the end. Dale Boy, I suspect we'll be stopping again, although he's pulling in on the back of Nicky, although Nicky is still warming his tyres up, really. So Dale Boy has 15 back to Viney, who has 7 back to Judicial, who's got to stop again. And Sheerluck, 27, and Sheerluck another back. So Dale Boy has about 25 seconds back to Sheerluck for, I suspect, the final podium place of the evening. But hey, I've been wrong before, and no doubt will be again, probably this evening. We have Judicial, we have Sheerluck on the mediums now after rinsing through his softs pretty quickly in that Genesis X. Six back to Kobayashi Maru, who is fueled and booted until the end. On the mediums this time, on his outlaps, though still bringing them in really. The track will be reasonably cold. Rides the curbs beautifully. Let's see if Devlin can put us. So Judicial is in. About on as even. Devlin, sorry, got a really good drive out of that corner, but a few tenths maybe he's managed to pull in. It's like Devlin has got some crazy pimp-like spinners on his wheels. Let's have a look at the side. Oh yeah, look at them. Ben Hur-esque. He says, get aside Kobayashi Maru and slash his tyres with them. Okay, we now have Scully mounting a charge, who is now running second in the battle of the Belgians. So Devlin, I suspect, is going to have to stop again. Renchi now 1.8 behind Scarlet in 7th. A second ahead of Whippy Sausage in 9th. How are these guys doing? Yeah, I think they're all good to the end. Although, Renchi, is that enough fuel? Is he short shifting? No, he is not. Where's Judicial gone? No, rain has passed. Damn you, Mother Nature. So Judicial now out on the mediums. We have Viva España out on the softs. King Racer on the mediums, who seems to be the tyre of choice this evening, really, and Slowest Engine on the softs. Okay, Nicky now 4 ahead of Dale Boy in 2nd. Who, with 9 laps to go after this one, I suspect will be pitting again. Sporting his Gen X livery this evening. Wonderful stuff, Andy. gap between Dale Boy and Viney has stabilised, but as I said, I think Dale Boy may be pitting again. Viney on his best lap, his fastest lap anyway. That was really on the raggedy edge, coming through the S's, the Schumacher S's there, scattering gravel as he goes. Yeah, Dale Boy's definitely stopping again. So the one he has to worry about is Sherlock. So 23-24 back. About 28 back, sorry. So sure, it's the longest pit stop here, but it's not a terribly short one. So this will be interesting. Kobayashi Maru still in 5th and doing a grand job. As the battle of the Belgians behind him, so and Scardy's picked up a penalty, so he'll be loving life at the moment. Just say, yeah. Oh, a bit of argy-bargy there. Devlin was coming into the pits. Bit of friendly Belgian banter, no doubt. Okay, so Whippy Sausage has got past Reggie. Can he do anything coming out of the Mercedes complex? And 8.5 laps to go. He's 13 ahead of Sammy. And Sammy's tyres aren't looking great. Could still be many a twist and turn to go in this race. Viva España is all good. And I believe is streaming on his YouTube channel in VR. So if that's your bag, look him up. Hey, the weather radar is clear, and Judicial is now in 11th. New tyres and fuel till the end. So Dale Boy, as I suspected, is in. And Viney is coming through to go up to 2nd place. Lovely stuff, Viney in his Sonic the Hedgehog livery, as per. Dale Boy is in, Sherlock is in as well. Okay, I didn't really see that coming. Okay, so Dale Boy should cement. Yeah, so he's out on the softs, okay. So should cement his 3rd place, sorry. But you never know. Justin will be fighting tooth and nail to get back on terms. But also to stay ahead of Scarlett, who is in 3rd. Had that little touch with Devlin going through the final chicane as Devlin peeled off into the pits, but will now be absolutely head down and trying to catch Kobayashi Maru as Whippy Sausage comes down towards the hairpin, which I must confess I've forgotten the name of. It's the Dunlop curve. Should have been able to remember that. A lot of them are named after cars. Up through the Schumacher S's. Into the Michelin curve. Down to the Warsteiner curve. hurtling through Advanbogen and down to the NGK chicane and through to the Coca-Cola curve to finish. Lovely stuff. So Scarlet, okay, he's picking up some penalties tonight, Scarlet, which imagine the air will be turning blue in Belgium. So Dicky stopped. Okay. See, Viney is through into the lead. Well, this will be a right turn up and one of the best, well-deserved finishes we've seen after the troubles he had on lap 1 to starting in pole. I'm not going to curse it, but keep it up, Viney. Beautiful stuff. Although Nicky will be saying to hell with that, I want my first place back. Still trying to warm his tyres up. Nicky, as with his usual oh no, Viney's got a penalty. His usual livery nicked off of Showcase, I suspect. Slap Sophia on the side and a Gen X logo, and you're free to go. So Sophia Flörsch, if you are listening, Nicky's pretty keen on you, and I'd be happy to make an introduction if you're at a loose end, boyfriend-wise, or indeed husband-wise at the moment. I'm sure Nicky will more than delighted to take you out for beer and waffles or whatever it is you do in Austria. So Viney hasn't served his penalty yet. It's coming down to the what is it called again? Through Valvoline curve, through Ford curve, and down towards Dunlop curve again, or Dunlop Kehre, whatever that means. K-E-H-R-E. So there you go. Stuff. He will have the Austrian getting bigger in his rear view mirror. Decidedly so after he serves his penalty, which will happen on the back straight down towards the chicane. His tyres are really worn. Can he hold on? And they've got Darley Boy, who's 17 back. It looks pretty comfortable in third at the moment. His car showing the scars of battle this evening. The front left of that car has got no paint left on it at all. And Kobayashi Maru hang on to fourth. What a drive he's had this evening. An opportunistic pass when all the mayhem kicked off in turn 1, and he's been right up there, frankly, all race. Sheer luck. Now, as we've got 5 laps to go after this one. So having look at that, look at the difference that's made. To drive smooth, keep it in the most annoying place on track. Try and get a good exit out of the corners and keep that mean M6 behind you. Just coming up to some back markers by the look of it as well. This should be fun. Ryan Hart kept the power on there and it's coming down towards this half left-hander. I don't think he's in any rush. I think he probably realises that Viney's tyres are pretty bad. Okay, well, wasn't exactly apex laden there, was it? But through he goes. So Viney just needs to concentrate on keeping it on track until the end now. And second place, and frankly a very unlikely second place after lap 1, will be his. Just needs to mind those tyres. So where's our friend the weatherman? Okay, I think we're done for rain, sadly. Thank you for being our eyes on the sky this evening, Judicial, even though you probably didn't realise it. Let's see how Sherlock, he's pulled right in on the back of Justin. How Justin's size? Okay, let's say Justin on the mediums, Sherlock on the softs. Sherlock's put in the fastest lap of the race at 1:57.8. When did that happen? Grief. So 3 laps to go after this one. Justin gets a little bit wobbly coming out of the Mercedes complex. Okay, so Kobayashi Maru taking the inside line. Sherlock going around the outside, look at that. Nice and early on the power. What a move that was from Sherlock. Absolutely brilliant racing from the guys there. He couldn't fit a cigarette paper in between their cars, but absolutely beautiful. Back to Viva Spagna, who now has Judicial right up his clack. And look at this train of cars here, 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9th, and 10th, with 11th not that far back. Oh, we can have a grandstand finish for some of the minor places here. What a brilliant racing this is. So Devlin throws it up the inside. Was that Whippy Sausage? Yes, it was. Scale is now in 10th. So Devlin is now winning the Battle of the Belgians yet again. Look at this lot. Absolutely fantastic. Judicial getting on the action. Whippy Sausage is in 8th. Devlin is struggling on tyres, or will be probably for the last lap at least. What a great braking manoeuvre that was from Whippy Sausage, and not his debut at that move this evening. He left a bit of room there, and Devlin backed off. Well done, boys. Lovely stuff. It is getting spicy fast, Ginger, indeed. And Whippy Sausage nearly goes a bit wide there. How are Viva Spania's tyres doing? Oh my god, they're absolutely horrific. Yeah, I'd probably give this one up, Viva Spania. The last of the late breakers now ahead of you. think this might be a rather painful last couple of laps for Viva Espana. Although Devlin's not too clever, Scarlet's are excellent. He's picked up another penalty. Pascal, really? Tut tut. Okay, we have Renchi in 10th. We have Judicial in 11th. Sammy in 12th. 30 ahead of King Racer, who's had a bit of a shocker this evening. And Slowest Engine, who's had quite a lonely race, but I hope he's enjoying his car at least. Nicky just about holding on to it, coming through the hairpin there, 6.5 seconds ahead of Viney. In second, with horrific tyres, but only has to hold on for one more lap. Nearly 1.5 seconds down on his fastest lap, and I'm not frankly surprised. I'm surprised it's as little as that, to be fair. I think he's done enough at Derby Boy. Another great race from him this evening. 16 ahead of Sherlock. Yeah, Genesis X is really going through his front tyres. Kobayashi picks up half-second penalty, but that's he's 25 seconds ahead of Whippy Sausage, so that will be absolutely no problem at all. Just needs to keep his car on the track. So, Viva Espana in 7th, Scarlett just behind him, and Devlin having another crack of again his Belgian compatriot there. What are they doing? There seems to be a bit of a... He's got his hazards on. Okay. This is letting Renchi get right back into it. Especially with Devlin's tyres not exactly shipshape. What happened? I don't see the rain's coming now. It's a bit bloody late. Okay, where is... Okay, Nicky just coming up about half a lap to go. Viney just behind him. Charlie Boy in 3rd. Right, that's... yeah, no problem for this lot. And it was just these lot, wasn't it? Yes. So Viva Espana somehow still maintaining 7th with the... mental battle going on behind him. Scarlett, he's holding the inside lane. Be careful, Scarlett, he's got no tyres. Frankly, did a cracking job there of giving space. Oops! Sorry, Nicky. Nicky wins. Well done. And bad luck to Viney after that start. Fantastic stuff. Dolly boy. Coming through to 3rd. Well done, Andy. So we get these next two across the line, and then we can whip back to that battle that was going on. So Sherlock coming through into 4th. And a great drive from Justin tonight with a super 5th position. Well done, Justin. Oh no, Renchi's just picked up a 2nd penalty, which might mean he drops down. Oh, Devlin's absolutely gone Route 1. What on earth happened there? Where's Devlin? Oh dear. So, Scarlett coming through into 7th, Renchi in 8th, Viva Espana in 9th. I think I'm a bit too far back to do the Oh, yeah. Devlin just came through and tagged him. Bad luck, lads. So, with Renchi was 9th, Judicial 10th, Devlin 11th, Sammy in 12th, King Racer, who's had a race he will no doubt want to forget. But kept going, nevertheless, well done. And Slowest Engine finishes in 14th, the lap down. But nice, very nice to see a completely different car to whenever we had before. So well done, King Racer. Well done all. Well done, Nicky. So, our result this evening, Gen X Racing, Group 3 100 Mile Challenge, Season 15. Thanks for joining, James. Season 15, Round 7. And the winner this evening, Nicky in the BMW M6, best lap of 157.8. In second, Viney, after a hideous start, Turn 1. The Porsche 911, well done, Adam, 158.5. In third, it's Darley Boy in the Aston V12 Vantage, 158.0. In fourth, Sheilak in the Genesis X with the fastest lap of the evening, at 157.8. In fifth, Kobayashi Maru in the Mercedes. Beautiful stuff, Justin, 2 minutes, .0. In sixth, it's Whippy Sausage in the Mercedes. Well done, mate. 158.3. In seventh, Scarlet, who wins the Battle of the Belgians this evening in the Toyota Supra, at 159.1. In eighth, Viva Espana in the Ferrari in the Ferrari 458 at a 2 minute .8. In ninth, it's Renchi, the Honda NSX, who I think might have dropped a position because of the penalty he picked up. But well done, Renchi, the Honda NSX, 158.2. In 10th, Judicial, our weatherman this evening in the Aston V12 Vantage, 2 minute .6. In 11th, Devlin, who came a bit of a cropper right near the end, in the Genesis X, 2 minutes .1. In 12th, Sammy in the BMW M6 at 159.6. 13th, King Racer in the Nissan GTR, a 2 minutes .1, 2 minute 1.8, should I say. And in 14th, Slowest Engine in the Nissan Skyline Super Silhouette 84, which is lovely to see, something we have never seen before. So beautiful stuff, and thank you for that, Slowest Engine, a 2 minutes .2. So there we have it for this evening. Let me just see. Did someone fire up? Yeah, looks like it. Someone's fired up the chat. So let's go and join and see who's about. In fact, before I do that, with my usual balls up, I'll take a picture of the... Take a picture of the results. Sorry, viewer. I should do this when I'm reading them out, really, wouldn't it? It'd make a lot more sense. But right. Sorry about that.
And then I thought I can't keep going on these, so I changed over to the softs and just stuck on the softs from there. So
yeah, I started losing time, so I just pitted early for softs.
Right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Good evening, Mark.
Good evening.
Well done all. Can I just say, there was a shocking lack of rain this evening. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But well done all for keeping going. And first of all, to Nicky, our winner this evening. Well done, sir. It was an interesting race.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think they kind of took the spice out of those rain races with all those physics changes.
Okay.
Because I don't know how many people started on soft tires at the start, but I was one of them, and I think it was clearly the better strategy.
Yeah, slicks all evening, I think, was the way to go.
I mean, there was one phase, I think second or third lap, where all of the guys behind me all of a sudden catched up to me, where I just couldn't find any grip for 1 or 2 laps. But after that, it was clearly soft tires again.
Yeah, because as you say, the Inters came in for a couple of laps, but there just wasn't enough rain, was there? Really, to make the Inters worthwhile. And when it was dry, they went off so quickly that virtually useless. But anyway, Reinhardt, well done. And I forgot to say, mate, sorry, I forgot to say last week, congratulations on winning the Eurovision Song Contest, by the way. I know it means a lot to you.
I didn't even. I actually only found out about it by accident by opening my phone. I didn't even know that it was on, man. It's such an unnecessary event.
Song was terrible as well, but congratulations nevertheless.
I haven't heard it a single time yet. To be fair, I couldn't care less about that whole shit. To be fair,
I bet you've got his poster on your wall. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. Well done, Nicky. Well done.
Thanks, man.
Good. And Viney.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Well, after a brilliant quali, you must have been absolutely spitting teeth after turn 1, weren't you?
Oh, it is what it is, isn't it? I don't know what actually happened. I know I got hit. But...
I honestly don't know. I don't know if you were going slightly, but I couldn't tell. It was absolute mayhem. There were cars everywhere. So bad luck. We'll have a look back at it. But great comeback, mate. Great comeback.
Yeah, it was good fun making my way back through the pack, so I quite enjoyed it, really.
Okay, good stuff.
Strategy worked. Started on mediums. They was a bit poor at the start, but they just came in. And then I stayed on the mediums for my first pit stop.
Yep.
And then just went on to the softs at the end, and it just seemed to work.
It did. Your softs were looking a bit ropey at the end, to be fair.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah, I reckon if I would have gone mediums again, I possibly might have got the win. But it's so difficult to call it when the race is like that, though, isn't it? Because you never know what's coming, and you just got to go for it. So, but Viney, excellent stuff. Well done, and yes, congratulations on your performance tonight. Well done. Thank you.
And Darlow boy, hello.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How did it go this evening?
Yeah, not too bad. It was a bit gutted when I started on because I started on the intermediates, didn't I? And,
you did.
It just wasn't going well, so I had to pit. I went for softs, and after that, I was just like pedal to the metal, and I was off. Just trying to catch everyone else, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was a great comeback because the Inters, it's like I was saying, they just weren't the tyre to have at any point this evening, really.
No,
a couple of laps maybe. Not. It was slicks the whole way through. But congratulations on your podium, sir. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Right, no Sherlock, no Kobayashi Maru. Well, Mr. Whippy Sausage, good evening, sir. Hello, mate. How's things? How was the race this evening? Yeah. Good man. Yep. Yep. Right. Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. There's another sort of great showcase, really, because there was some fantastic racing all the way down. Well, apart from boring old Nicky, of course, but apart from that, there was some great racing down the field. So it was fantastic to see. So well done, mate. Well done. Renchi, hello, sir.
Hello.
You were sort of up and down like a fiddler's elbow at points of the race. It was you sort of getting up at the back, and there was a lot of that going on, frankly. But how did it go this evening?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't actually have a pit strategy. I was just making it up as I go along, really.
Yeah.
So
You had to, yeah.
that's how much the evening went. But I was finding myself in all different positions. I'm absolutely knackered now. I think there was one time I almost span out, and I tried to keep it that hard. My actual whole rig actually moved like a haptic. And then last lap, I was getting a bit too eager, and then I got a penalty, and I think, I don't know if I'm reading this right, like 6,000th of a second, I would have kept 8. Oh no,
Yeah.
it was 84 thousandths of a second, I would have kept 8.
Yeah.
And it was just, the whole race, I'm absolutely knackered.
Okay, mate. But
I had so many good battles with so many good
yeah.
people. So
I say, but you enjoyed. You're knackered. But you enjoyed it.
Oh, it was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm basically an athlete now, I swear.
Okay, mate. Good. Well done, and yeah, congratulations on your race tonight. Well done.
Cheers, mate.
Did I see slowest engine? There you are. Hello.
Hi, you alright?
Yes, all good, all good. Well, thank you for choosing the Skyline silhouette. We've never seen that before in the Group 3. I think it might have answered the question why we haven't seen it before, but it looked fantastic, and you look like you haven't.
I knew it wasn't
great fun.
I knew it wasn't going to be competitive, but it's just a really nice, fun car to drive, and it's nice to sit inside, and so yeah.
Okay.
Wanted to have a play with it, really.
Yeah. Well, job done.
And I only got lapped once, only by first and second, so I was expecting a lot worse.
Indeed. Well, anything can happen in sort of, I wouldn't call it a wet race, a slightly damp race, but
well, yeah,
slightly wet,
Slightly moist.
Slightly
moist. Yeah.
At a moist Nurburgring. Yes. Okay, mate. But did you enjoy driving it?
Yes. Yeah, it was lovely. Really good fun.
Okay, I've got one, but I don't think I've ever driven it before. So
give it a try. We need to do one of the same car Sunday series with it, because it really is a nice one to drive.
Okay, cool.
And it's the only way you could really sort of be competitive in it as a one make, I think. So. Okay.
Good stuff. Well, congratulations on your livery and efforts this evening, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
So congratulations to all our guys this evening, particularly Nicky, Viney and Darley Boy for their wins, for their podiums, should I say. Thank you so much to James, to A-Log, to Fast Ginger, to Sammy, to Whippy Sausage for joining the chat this evening, and all of those who joined, you Shrinking Violets who watched but didn't say hello on chat, which is absolutely fine, by the way. And just to let you know, next week we are at Lago Maggiore full reverse, which I think was that a daily race last week? So that might be well practiced for some of the guys, that's a good fun track. Excellent stuff. And yes, I think we've got our Group 2 race against the Jolly Racing team at Red Bull Ring tomorrow. I think that's being broadcast, so do jump on and cheer us on in that. I'm actually driving, for goodness sake, which will come as a shock to the system, but yes, good luck. Oh dear. But look, thank you so much for joining. Well done, everyone, this evening, and we will see you at the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Well done. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Well done.